Some people say dreams are just dreams. They say dreams do not come true. But I think they are wrong. I think dreams are real. If you work hard, they can happen. You see the movies. You see the bright lights. You see the big city. It looks so easy. It looks so beautiful. You see people drinking coffee. You see them smiling on the streets. But is it really like the movies? Is it always easy? No, it is not. My name is Justin. I'm 24 years old. I work as a software engineer. I live in New York City. But I was not born here. I was born and raised in Mexico. 2 years ago, I packed my bags. I left my home. I left my family. I came to this giant city. I wanted to chase my dreams. New York is a place of hope. People come here from all over the world. They want to study. They want to work. They want a better future. When I first arrived, my eyes were wide open. I saw the tall buildings. I saw the bright screens. I saw the yellow taxis. The streets were so crowded. Everyone was moving fast. Everyone was talking on their phones. Everyone had a coffee in their hand. It felt like a movie scene. It felt exciting. It felt like anything was possible. But behind the bright lights, there is a different story. There is a story of struggle. There is a story of long nights. I want to share my journey with you. I want to show you the real New York, the hard parts and the beautiful parts. This story will help you learn. It will give you hope. It will show you that you can do anything. So let us begin our journey. Let us see the city of dreams. Part 1. The Dream and the City of Lights. I still remember my very first day in New York. I stepped out of the station. I looked up. My breath stopped. The city was so loud. Cars were honking. People were rushing. The air smelled like hot roasted nuts and fresh coffee. It was a shock to my system. Back in Mexico, life was much slower. Here, everything was moving at super speed. You see the giant skyscrapers. You see the yellow taxis. You see the sea of people. You see your new life starting right there. It feels scary. It feels exciting. It feels like you are in a movie. Every corner had a story. Every street had a sound. I knew I had to find a place to live. I found a small apartment in Manhattan. Manhattan is the center of everything. It is where the magic happens. But New York is not cheap. It is very expensive. My rent is $3,000 every single month. That is a lot of money for a young engineer. For that price, I get a very small space. I have a tiny kitchen. I have a small bedroom. I have a living room that is barely big enough for a sofa. But my apartment is in a very tall building. I live way up on the 15th floor. And that is where the magic comes back. Every night I stand by my window. I look out at the city. The view is beautiful. It takes my breath away. You see the city skyline. You see the lights sparkling. You see the bridges in the distance. The lights look like thousands of stars on the ground. When I look at that view, I forget about the high rent. I forget about the noise. I tell myself, I am here. I am really in New York. I am living my dream. But a dream is not just about a nice view. A dream requires a lot of hard work. Let me tell you about my daily life. Let me tell you how I survive in this fast city. Part 2. The daily grind and the reality check. Every morning, the alarm rings at exactly 7. The sound is loud. It wakes me up. The first thing I do is reach for my phone. I check my emails. I check my messages. I want to see if anyone wrote to me. Then I slowly get out of bed. I stretch my arms. I stretch my legs. I feel the cold air in my room. I walk to the bathroom. I turn on the tap. I wash my face with very cold water. This helps me wake up completely. It makes me feel alive. For breakfast, I like to keep things simple. I make scrambled eggs, I make some warm toast, and of course, I make a hot cup of coffee. New Yorkers love their coffee. You see it everywhere. Almost everyone starts their day with a cup of hot coffee. It is like fuel for the city. After breakfast, I take a quick shower. I put on my clothes. I grab my bag and leave my apartment. My office is in Midtown Manhattan. To get there, I must take the subway. The subway is fast. It is the best way to travel in New York. But during rush hour, it is crazy. It is so crowded. You are standing very close to strangers. You can feel the train shaking. You hear the loud noise of the tracks. It is not comfortable. It is not glamorous. It is just the reality of the city. I arrive at my office. I work in a big room with other engineers. My job is to write code. I build computer programs. I fix problems. I love my job. It makes me think. It makes me creative. But the first year was not easy. It was very hard. I had to work long hours. Sometimes I stayed at the office until midnight. I wanted to prove myself. I wanted to show that I was good enough. I felt so tired. My body ached. My mind was exhausted. And then the loneliness came. When you're tired, the city feels very big, and you feel very small. I sat in my empty apartment. I looked at the walls. I missed my family. I missed my home. I missed my mom's food. Back in Mexico, my mom made the best warm meals. Here I was eating cold food alone. It felt heavy. It felt like a weight on my chest. Every day was the same. Every day was work. Every day was stress. You start to wonder. You ask yourself, why am I here? Is this really what I wanted? This is the side of New York that the movies do not show you. They show you the lights. They do not show you the tears. But this is where the real journey begins. This is where you find out who you really are. Part 3. Lesson 1. The power of never giving up. When you feel like giving up, you must remember one thing. You must remember why you started. New York is a tough city. It is a beautiful city, but it is also a giant test. It tests your mind. It tests your heart. It tests your dreams. If you want to win here, you cannot just sit and wait. You have to stand up. You have to fight for your place. In my first year, I wanted to run away. I wanted to go back to my quiet life in Mexico. I wanted to hear my mother's voice. I wanted to eat her warm food. Every time I felt tired, I looked at the city lights. Every time I wanted to pack my bags, I looked at my small room. Every time I felt like crying, I remembered my big dreams. I told myself, you are stronger than this. You came here for a reason. You cannot stop now. So I did not give up. I went to work every single morning. I sat at my desk. I wrote my code. I made mistakes, but I learned from them. Slowly, things began to change. I started to understand my job. I started to build better programs. My boss noticed my hard work. My colleagues started to respect me. I also started to make friends. We had lunch together. We laughed together. We shared our stories. The big cold city started to feel warm. It started to feel like home. I won small battles every day. I survived the crowded subway. I finished my tasks on time. I paid my high rent. Every small win made me stronger. Every small step took me closer to my dream. You see, success does not happen in one day. It is a slow walk. You take one step. Then you take another step. If you fall, you get back up. You dust off your clothes. You keep walking. This is the first lesson New York taught me. The city will test you. It will push you down. But if you do not give up, it will reward you. It will make you strong. It will make you independent. It will make you fearless. So if you are struggling today, do not stop. Keep moving. Your reward is coming. Part 4. The Coffee Shop Magic. Let us talk about a rainy Tuesday afternoon. It was cold. The rain was pouring down on the streets of Manhattan. I was walking back from a very long meeting. I was tired. I was wet. I needed something warm. I saw a small coffee shop. It was a cozy place. The windows were covered in fog. I pushed the door open. The warm air hit my face. The smell of fresh coffee beans was everywhere. It smelled like warm chocolate and roasted nuts. The shop was very crowded. Many people were hiding from the rain. Some were typing on laptops. Others were talking softly. I stood in the long line. I was waiting to order my warm drink. Then I looked towards the window. That was the moment my life changed. I saw a girl. She was standing by the glass. She was holding a book in her hands. She was sipping her coffee slowly. Her name is Camilla. She looked so peaceful. She looked like she belonged in a painting. She had long brown hair. It fell perfectly over her shoulders. But her eyes were different. They were a deep green color. They looked like emeralds shining in the light. I could not look away. I stood there like a statue. My heart started to beat very fast. It was beating like a drum. I felt a strange feeling in my chest. It was not fear. It was something else. I got my coffee. It was hot in my hands, but I did not drink it. I looked at Camilla, then I looked at the floor. Should I walk over? Should I say something? My mind said no. My mind said, she is too beautiful. She will not want to talk to you. But my heart said yes. My heart said, this is your moment. I took a deep breath. I gathered all my courage. I walked towards her table. Every step felt like a mile. I stopped near her. I tried to look calm. I tried to sound confident. I pointed at her book. I asked, is that book interesting? She looked up from the page. She looked at me, and then she smiled. That smile was like the sun breaking through the dark rain clouds. She said, yes, it is. Very good. Her voice was soft. It sounded like music. We started to talk. We talked about the book. We talked about the rain. We talked about the city. Minutes turned into hours. The crowd in the shop started to leave. The rain stopped. But we kept talking. It felt so natural. It felt so easy. You talk to someone for 5 minutes, but you feel like you have known them for 5 years. It feels like magic. It feels like home. It feels right. That afternoon, I learned a very beautiful lesson. You cannot plan love. You cannot schedule it. It just happens. It finds you when you are not looking. Camilla became my girlfriend. She became my favorite part of New York. Every time I look into her green eyes, I see my future. I see the reason I stayed in this big city. Part 5. Unconditional Love. Let me tell you about another very important member of my family. His name is Bosco. Bosco is a golden retriever. He has the softest golden fur you can imagine. He has the warmest, most innocent eyes. Every time I look at him, I see pure happiness. Every time I touch his soft fur, my stress goes away. Bosco is not just a pet. He is my best friend. He is my family. Every single morning, Bosco is my personal alarm clock. He does not make a loud, annoying sound. Instead, he walks slowly to my bed. He nudges my face with his cold, wet nose. He licks my cheek. It feels warm. It feels funny. It feels like the perfect way to start the day. You cannot be sad when you wake up like this. You cannot be lazy when a happy dog is looking at you. When I come home after a long, hard day at the office, Bosco is waiting. He stands right by the door. He hears my keys. He starts to wag his tail. He wags his tail so hard that his whole body shakes. He jumps on me. He licks my face. He runs around in circles. It feels like he has not seen me for years. It feels like I am the most important person in the world. On weekends, we go to Central Park. This is Bosco's favorite place on earth. He loves the green grass. He loves the fresh air. Every time he sees a squirrel, he stops. He looks at it. Then he runs as fast as he can. He never catches them, but he never stops trying. He just loves the game. He plays with other dogs. He runs in the dirt. He gets his golden fur very messy. But I do not mind. Seeing him happy makes me happy. Dogs teach us a very beautiful lesson. They teach us about simple joy. They do not care about expensive things. They do not care about your money. They just want your time. They just want your love. No matter how bad my day is, Bosco is always there. He makes me smile. He makes me feel safe. This is what true loyalty looks like. Part 6, Lesson 2, The Beauty of the City. When the weekend comes, the city changes. The busy workers disappear. The streets become alive with color and music. New York is not just one big place. It is a collection of many small worlds. Each neighborhood has its own face. Each street has its own voice. Let us start our weekend walk in Brooklyn. This place has a very cool, relaxed feeling. You walk down the streets, you see beautiful art painted on the old brick walls. You pass by small, quiet coffee shops. The smell of fresh coffee beans fills the air. You walk near the water. You look across the river. You see the Manhattan skyline. It looks like a giant painting of glass and steel. It is peaceful here. Next, we travel to Soho. This neighborhood is very different. The streets are made of old cobblestones. You can hear the click of your shoes on the stones. The buildings are beautiful. They have classic iron stairs on the outside. People here wear very stylish clothes. They walk slowly. They look at the windows of designer stores. It feels like you are walking through a fashion magazine. If you go further north, you find Harlem. Harlem has a very deep soul. You can hear the smooth sound of jazz music. It floats out of the warm basement clubs. The air smells like delicious soul food. You smell fried chicken and sweet cornbread. You can feel the rich history in the air. It is a place of stories and music. But my favorite adventure is the food. If you love to eat, you must visit Little Italy and Chinatown. They sit right next to each other. In Little Italy, you smell fresh garlic and warm tomato sauce. You can sit at a small table on the sidewalk. You can eat a big plate of fresh pasta. Then you walk across just one street. Suddenly everything changes. You are in Chinatown. The signs are in different languages. You see busy markets with fresh fish and bright fruits. You smell hot, steamed dumplings. You hear people talking quickly. It feels like you traveled to a new country in just one single step. And finally, there is Times Square. This is the heart of the city. I remember standing there on a Saturday night. The giant electronic screens were glowing. They were so bright. It felt like daytime in the middle of the night. Thousands of people were standing around me. They came from every corner of the earth. They were smiling. They were taking photos. When you stand in Times Square, you feel very small. You feel like a tiny dot in a massive world. But you also feel alive. You feel the energy of millions of dreams. This is the second lesson. The world is full of different colors. It is full of different people. Open your eyes. Step outside. Explore the beauty around you. Part 7. The Valentine's Surprise. In Broadway today is Valentine's Day. It is the day of love. It is the day of romance. I want to make this day special. I want to make Camilla feel like a queen. She deserves the world. She deserves the best. In the morning, I wake up very early. The sun is not even up yet. But I am ready. I have a big plan. First, I walk to the small flower shop on the corner. The air is cold, but the shop is warm. It smells like spring. I buy a giant bouquet of red roses. They are bright red. They are fresh. They are beautiful. Camilla loves red roses. Every time she sees them, her eyes light up. Next, I visit her favorite bakery. I buy a chocolate cake. It is rich. It is sweet. It is her favorite dessert in the whole world. Then I go back to my apartment. I have a lot of work to do. I blow up red balloons. They are shaped like hearts. I hang fairy lights across the walls. I light small candles. The yellow light from the candles makes the room feel warm. It makes the room feel cozy. It looks like a movie scene. I also write her a love letter. I do not use big, fancy words. I just write from my heart. I write about the first time we met. I write about her beautiful green eyes. I write about how much I love her. When Camilla arrives, her eyes go wide. She looks at the balloons. She looks at the lights. She does not say anything. She just runs to me. She hugs me tightly. She whispers in my ear. She says, "This is perfect." But the surprise is not over yet. I have booked a table at a fancy rooftop restaurant in Manhattan. We go there in the evening. We sit right by the big window. You look out. You see the whole New York skyline. You see the buildings. You see the lights. At night, the view is magical. It looks like a sea of diamonds. We talk. We laugh. We eat the delicious food. Camilla holds my hand across the table. Her hand is warm. After dinner, we go to a Broadway show. Broadway is famous all over the world. The theater is grand. The lights are bright. We sit in our seats. The music starts. The actors come onto the stage. The show is pure magic. The music is loud and beautiful. The acting is perfect. You feel every emotion. You feel the joy. You feel the sadness. When the show ends, we walk outside. The winter air is very cold, but we do not mind. We walk near the Hudson River. The city lights reflect on the dark water. The water looks like silver. We can hear the soft sound of boats passing by. I hold Camilla's hand. I look into her green eyes. I tell her, "You are the best thing that ever happened to me." She smiles. It is that same smile from the coffee shop. She whispers, "And you are my home." At that exact moment, I realize something very important. Love is not about expensive gifts. It is not about fancy restaurants. It is about making someone feel special. It is about feeling safe. It is about feeling understood. It is about feeling happy with the person next to you. Part 8. The bucket list life in New York is very fast. It is like a roller coaster. Sometimes you are up, sometimes you are down, but you must always look forward. Living here makes me think about the future. It makes me think about my goals. I have a special list. Some people call it a bucket list. It is a list of things I want to do before I die. These are my biggest dreams. They keep me moving. They give me energy when I am tired. Let me share my list with you. Number 1. I want to jump out of an airplane. I want to skydive right over New York. I want to feel the cold wind on my face. I want to see the tiny skyscrapers below me. It feels scary just thinking about it. But I want to face my fear. I want to feel completely free. Number 2. I want to visit all 50 states in America. This country is so big. Every state has its own culture. Every state has its own food. I want to see the snowy mountains of Alaska. I want to see the sunny beaches of Florida. I want to meet different people. I want to hear their stories. Number 3. I want to start my own business. I work as an engineer now, but in the future, I want to build something of my own. I want to create a company that helps people. I want to solve real problems. I want to leave a mark on the world. Number 4. I want to write a book. I want to share my life. I want to write about my journey from Mexico to New York. I want to write about the struggles. I want to write about the love I found. Maybe my words can help someone. Maybe they can inspire a young person to chase their dreams. Number 5. I want to learn how to play the piano. Music is a beautiful language. It can express feelings when words are not enough. I want to sit in a quiet room. I want to play a sweet song. I want to create my own music. Number 6, and this is the most important one. I want to take my parents on a grand tour of the world. They gave up so much for me. They worked day and night in Mexico so I could have a good education. They are my heroes. I want to give them the best life. I want to show them the beauty of the world. I want to see them smile. These 6 things are my fuel. Every time I have a hard day, I look at this list. It reminds me that my journey is not finished. There is still so much to do. There is still so much to see. What about you? Do you have a list? What is on your list? Part 9, Lesson 3, Final Motivation. Now, I want to talk directly to you. Yes, you, the person listening to my voice right now. Maybe you are sitting in a quiet room. Maybe you are walking down a busy street. Maybe you are tired after a long day of work. I want you to listen to me very carefully. Do not ever stop dreaming. Every time you feel like quitting, think about why you started. Every time you think the road is too long, take just one more step. Every time you feel lonely, remember that you are not alone in this fight. Life is not always a smooth road. It is not always a sweet song. There will be days when you want to cry. There will be days when you feel like you are failing. But let me tell you a secret. Failures are not the end of the road. Failures are just lessons. They teach you how to be strong. They teach you how to be smart. They prepare you for the big win. You must believe in yourself, even when nobody else does. You have a unique power inside you. You can build the life you want. Look at me. I was just a young boy in Mexico. I had big dreams, but empty pockets. I came to New York with nothing. I did not know the streets. I did not have friends here. I worked until midnight. I cried in my tiny apartment. I wanted to go home. But I stayed. I fought. I kept believing. And today, I have a job I love. I have a beautiful girlfriend who loves me. I have a loyal dog who makes me laugh. I made it. And if I can make it, you can make it too. Your dream is waiting for you. It might be across the ocean. It might be right in front of you. Do not rush. Success takes time. Just keep working. Keep learning. And keep moving forward. You are strong. You are capable. You can do anything. Every day in New York is a new page. It is a new adventure. It is a new story to tell. I am just a normal guy. I came from Mexico with a big dream. I had no money in my pocket. I had no friends in this giant city. But I had hope. I had determination. I had a burning fire inside my heart. And today, I am living that dream. You can do it too. Yes, you can. No matter where you are right now, no matter how hard your life feels today, no matter how many times you fall down, every time you feel lost, remember your dream. Every time you want to cry, remember your strength. Every time you think of giving up, remember why you started. Your journey is beautiful. Your journey is unique. Your journey belongs to you. I want to hear from you now. What is on your bucket list? What is your biggest dream in life? Is it to travel the world? Is it to start a business? Is it to find true love? Tell me in the comments below. Let us share our dreams. Let us build a warm and positive place here. Let us support each other. We are a family of dreamers. We can climb any mountain together. If you enjoyed my story today, please subscribe to my channel. I will share more stories with you. I will share more life lessons. I will share more inspiration to keep you moving. This is just the beginning of our journey together. The best is yet to come. Thank you for listening to my voice. Thank you for being here with me. Keep dreaming, keep working, and never stop believing in yourself. I will see you in the next story.